Hi everyone, welcome to a new episode of Potholed City, the podcast we will speak about something we all suffer from, but few actually deal with. Today, we all talk about those small craters that shake our cars, bikes, and even our spirits. Photos. We have four people with us who know what it's like to deal with them every day. Welcome Xavi, Marina, Maffer, and Lolbe.
Thanks, Santiago. Glad to be here.
Hello, thank you very much for inviting me.
Hey everybody, happy to use these hubs in conversation.
Hello, Santiago. It's a pleasure to be here and talk about a problem that affects us all.
Let's go straight to daily life. Xavi, you spend hours driving. How common is to find photos?
All the time. I'm not exaggerating if I said I dodge at least 5 puddles on every trip. On some streets, it's like a minefield.
And on a bike, it turns into an obstacle course. One badly lit pothole and you end up on the ground.
In my newsletter, there are spoilers that haven't been fixed for years. We don't ever get surprised anymore, and that the months were ending.
For my shop, I see cars swimming all day to a pink theme. Customers often complain about how difficult it is to even park because of theme.
Let's talk about consequences. Xavi, have you had an accident because of a photo?
Once I broke my rear suspension because of my dip once in Deal Valley neighborhood, and the insurer didn't want to cover it. It cost me a lot of money.
My tie broke and I almost lost my balance. Since then, I ride with fear, especially at night.
A newsletter's car strength can disconnect affect falling into one. The worst part is that not one takes responsibility.
I have delivery drivers refused to come to our strange because of the terrible condition of the road. It affects my business directly.
Mother, you are involved in citizens networks. How do you see the government's response when these photos are reported?
Slow and often non-existent, there are platforms to report them, but most of the times will not follow you. Sometimes they will just back especially and the problems come back.
And when they do, it seems like they only act due to a social or media pressure. Nothing is preventive.
I tried to report them too, but it feels like shouting into a void. They tell you to use an app, but then nothing happens for months.
Marina, would you say that photos compromise road safety?
Definitely, they force you to brake suddenly in bad lanes or surf for pedestrians, bikes, and motorcycles. It's a direct risk.
I've seen motorcycles fall, and when they brake hard, they risk causing rear-end accidents.
It's not just about cars. Kids walk to school here, and a deep puddler on the sidewalk is a trip hazard. It's dangerous for everyone.
Mother, do you think that as citizens we have already normalized the problem?
Sadly, yes, we just accept it. We don't ever complain anymore. We just avoid and moving on than weekend and serious demand.
It's like they're part of the urban landscape. And as long as we keep saying it that way, it won't change.
Absolutely. We've become experienced at swerving rather than demanding proper streets. It's frustrating to see.
For our final topic, have you seen repairs groups? What do you think about their work?
I've seen them, but they often the repair doesn't last long. Like they just put on a band-aid.
There's a lack of supervision and real maintenance. Sometimes they just fill with dirt or old asphalt.
I think the problem is structural. This is not about Fingal's house, but about plating, check materials, and having the quality control.
Exactly. They're filled one, and a few weeks later, it opened again. It feels like a waste of resources and effort. We need long-term solutions, not quick fixes.
Thanks to all four of you for sharing your experiences. As we have seen, photos aren't just an issue of discomfort, but of safety, economy, and government responsibility. Hopefully, we'll see real change soon. To our listeners, tell us on social media what's the worst photo you ever seen. Well, hear you in the next episode of Photo City. Until next time.